Alright, so the deck that we're going to be playing on the ladder today is going to be mono green, the thing that actually got me into Mythic last season. We are going to be trying to make it there again. So in the meantime, that I have not been streaming, I've been trying to make it to Mythic to give you guys the best experience of what these decks can do. So right away, let's just start off with what's going on in the deck. So mono green has changed a little bit from last season, but the bones are still there from where it was. So we're going to start off with 4 copies of Blizzard Brawl, 4 copies of Jaspira Sentinel, 2 copies of the Snakeskin Veil. This was my own add-in from the top green decks in the format right now. Snakeskin Veil is not usually added in, as you're going to usually run 4 Briarbridge trackers. And you could run 4 Outland Liberators, but I decided to go with 2 of the Liberators, as enchantments aren't too prevalent in the meta right now. There are some with mono white, mono green. Obviously, you have enchantments and artifacts. So that's why we're only running 2 Liberators, and the 2 Snakeskin Veils are to protect our Werewolf Pack Leaders, our Old Growth Trolls, Briarbridge Trackers, and then our Chariot or Tree Folk once we get them. So again, let me just run down what we're working with the expanded view. So the Blizzard Brawls are, obviously, we're going to run Snowlands, so that way we can get some control on the board. Our Jaspira Sentinels are our 1-drop that are going to make us mana to get us to a Seek's Chariot or Ren and 7 faster. They're also they're 1/2s with reach, so they can block in the air. They can block pesky Goldspan Dragons. Snakeskin Veil is just here to protect our stuff when we get it out. Outland Liberator to deal with other Seek's Chariots or other enchantments. 4 copies of Ranger Class, because Ranger's Class is amazing in mono green. It's going to make a body. It's going to make things bigger when they attack. And if we run out of cards in our hand, it'll get us creatures off the top. 4 Pack Leaders to draw us cards. You can give them Trample. Just a really good 2 spot in this deck. They come down as a 3/3 for 2 mana, so it's a really good blocker really early in the game. Then at the 3 spot, we're going to run Briarbridge Tracker, which is a new card. It's got Vigilance. It's going to give us a clue token, and then it gets +2/+0, so it's a 4/3 for 3 with Vigilance. It's a lot of abilities on the card, and then if it dies, we're going to be able to sack the clue to draw a card. Old Growth Troll, pretty standard for mono green. 3 green pips, 4/4 trample, ramps us, gives us a token that we can boost with the Seek's Chariot. And then we have the top end of the deck, which is Ren and 7. And you guys, if you tuned into my last video, the Sultai video, you know that Seek's Chariot and Ren and 7 work really well together by making the Tree Folk, crewing the Chariot, attacking, making another Tree Folk, and that's just sometimes enough to have your opponents just concede right there. I tried fitting in Storm the Festival as this mono green deck. Everything is 5 mana or below besides Storm. But I just realized that when I was hitting the top end with Storm the Festival, it just wasn't too successful in actually hitting what we wanted. And this deck really wants to settle at 5 mana, and you want to play everything you can below 5 mana. And basically, when you're playing Ren and 7 at 5 mana, or even turn 4 with a Jaspira Sentinel, or having an Old Growth Troll die, you're pretty much wanting to close the game on turn 5. That's kind of what you're wanting. You're wanting to be in a position where you're going to win on turn 5. So land base is pretty basic. We have Lair of the Hydra, 3 Faceless Haven, and then Snow Covered Forest. So that's pretty much it, and let's just get right into it. And as I said before, I was able to get through Platinum, and I just entered Diamond Tier 2, so we have to get through Diamond 2 and get through Diamond 1, and we will be in Mythic, and that's the goal. So, all right, right off we have 4 lands for a Chariot. We have a Sentinel, so if we can get anything, if we can get a Pack Leader, if we can get Briarbridge Tracker, or a Troll, we'll be good on turn 3. We'll have something to go right to Ren and 7. So we're going to keep this in. Alright, just waiting for our opponent. And this is the problem. Once you get higher in the rank ladder, it always seems like your opponents just take longer to do whatever they're going to do. So what I've noticed with this deck, it's good against mono white depending on what they're going to ramp out first. It's good against some more basic control decks just because it's really fast and really aggressive. But it falters around, is it? Alright, looks like we're playing another mono green. So we get another Sentinel that we can use for a mana next turn. So we'll just attack. So this deck is really nice against what you would, I guess, call like other aggressive decks. Because if you can just get on the play first. So right here, we can either go Rangers class and leave these 2 blockers. Or we can, I think the better play is just to go right to Chariot because we're basically a turn ahead now. So I like where we're at. And this is why, another reason why the Werewolf Pack Leader is so good on turn 2. It's a 3/3 on turn 2, so on turn 3 you're attacking with a 3/3, and unless I play a Pack Leader or a that's what mono green is really good at in this format right now, is playing creatures on a turn that are almost a turn ahead of their casting cost, with the Troll on turn 3 being a 4/4 with Trample, and the Werewolf Pack Leader on turn 2 being a 3/3, so their power and toughness is one above their mana cost, and it's really powerful. Mono green is still really powerful in the format. It's always seeming to duke it out with mono white as to what is the top of the format, and just how aggressive can you be, how aggressive is your start. Mono white is usually going to flood with a wide amount of creatures that are going to seem to, they're just going to try and go wide and buff up as many creatures as they can, where mono green is just going to try and buff up a couple creatures. And sometimes that's a little different, obviously, with what we're going to try and do with the Seeka's Chariot. So now so they have 3, they didn't attack, so again, I think we just need to keep playing ahead. We'll auto pay, we'll tap our other Sentinel. Make the Tree Folk. We're gonna crew with our little cats because our cats would die to a Pack Leader and we don't want that, so we're just gonna try and swing in with the Chariot and make another Tree Folk. And this is what's so great about the Chariot and Ren. When you make the Tree Folk, you copy with the Chariot, and then Ren will seemingly, you use her plus ability, you get more lands, so your Tree Folks get bigger. So he just used his Inscription of Abundance, gave his Pack Leader +2/+2, 2 1/1 counters. So I'm assuming he's gonna try and, alright, so he fights. I'm assuming he's just gonna go right for my Ren and 7, but I mean, he doesn't know I have another Chariot in the back pocket, so I think I'm gonna let Ren and 7 die here because I'm pretty set up with another Chariot. And I really want to keep, if I can just keep making this, yeah, he draws 2 fight spells. I have no blockers. Alright. So 3 fight spells already, so we're just gonna go another Chariot, and then we can actually get a Rangers class down by tapping these guys. Actually, yeah, we could have done that. That would have been a little better. And then we can get some damage through. So let's see how he recovers, because he used 3 fight spells. So I'm anxious to see if he does another creature, if he's gonna draw more fight spells, which would be really annoying, but we're wide on board right now. We have a Chariot, we have a Troll. I don't like that we basically just wasted a Chariot and a Ren and 7, the Planeswalker, and the tokens that she created, so that sucked a little, but I think we're in a good spot. We're still a lot wider than he is. Okay, so he goes to Mammoth. That Pack Leader is just annoying. If we can draw our own Blizzard Brawl, that would be nice. nice. But we'll level up our ranger class, and we will go here. We can tap that one. So again, we're wide right now. I don't know if I want to try and waste a chariot. I want to get some damage through. I want to try and get ranger's class rolling, but he's got 2 cards in hand. I have 1. His pack leader, I could trade with my chariot, and I guess that puts me in a pretty good spot, especially if I have the trolls. Maybe I will do that. Let's keep that back. Let's keep some tokens back. Let's just swing here, and let's just see what he does. Because if he trades with the pack leader... Alright, I can still block, so that's okay. Alright, so we're still wide. We're still much wider. And my tokens will be able to trade with that pack leader or a Faceless Haven if he powers one of those up. Alright, so he plays his own troll, but again, I think we're just in a better spot with our Rangers class coming down a turn earlier. And Sculptor of Winter. Card that did not make the list in this deck, so he doesn't even attack it. That's fine. I think we just play our own troll, and let's go to combat. So he could start blocking my tokens, but again, he's gonna just start dying. But we could keep the tokens back to block for us, because if I attack with the troll now, he either needs to trade his pack leader, or he's going to have to block with his troll and a Sculptor of Winter, so... Okay, so he does do that. I'm going to block his troll first. The Sculptor of Winter is not as scary. He's going to get the mana from it, but again, he has no cards in hand, so it's just dependent on whatever he's top decking. I'll attach my troll, and then I'm going to play my Briarbridge Tracker. Tap a Sentinel. Make my clue. So I think I'm just in a better spot in really trapping him. So he's got his Faceless Havens that he can try and block with. But alright, so he plays his chariot. But he tapped his Faceless Havens to do it. So he can crew his chariot and block, but alright, I get another tracker. Go ahead and pop our Ranger class to level 3, so it's a land. I think we just keep trying to put pressure on him. That wasn't a good idea. So he gets a free block with the pack leader on the Briarbridge Tracker. But we'll give the counter to the Old Growth Troll. So if he wants to... The better choice would be to block the Troll. Okay, he makes a token. It comes in tapped, so... He might have been thinking that that troll was going to come in untapped and be another blocker for him. But he gets it his next turn, so his Asika's Chariot can start making troll tokens. But again, I have a bunch of tokens, so I could just block his Chariot, so he's going to get 1. So he's thinking right now. He could trade some tokens for the Briarbridge Tracker. He could get a free block with his pack leader. Alright, so he takes the free block. And he's gonna kill my troll, so we'll put the... Oh, maybe we should have done the tokens in front, so that way Asika's Chariot can't copy a cat, but... Yeah, I messed up with the Briarbridge Tracker and his pack leader, so... We'll attach there, and we're going to go ahead and cast another tracker. Make another clue. So next turn, we'll play our Faceless Haven for our land, and we have 2 lands that are enchanted with the troll, so we could even make 2 tokens if we draw another Chariot. He could power up his Ranger class to level 2 and put a counter on... Okay, so he doesn't. He's going to make another troll. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just go here to be safe, because if he gives it another counter, if he drew another Inscription of Abundance and gives it 2 more counters, I didn't want to take the chance, so there we go. 1 Chariot, and then if he plays another Chariot, that would... Oh, wow. Alright, the luck of the draw over on the other side of the board. That's great. Okay, not what we're wanting. So let's activate a clue. Draw our Snakeskin Veil. It's another land. Wow. So our opponent is drawing all the fight spells and all the Asika's Chariots, and we have drawn lands. I don't even know what to do here. So our tokens can block. I think we just send over the tracker, give it the 1/1. Nope, doesn't want to block with the troll. Alright, so we'll do this. We're just trying to thin down his board. Alright, so we traded 1 creature for 3. That seems pretty good. So let's go ahead and add 2 mana. And let's get this other clue popped. Oh my lord. 3 lands on top of our library. Isn't this just great? Our opponent draws 2 Asika's Chariots. We just drew 3 lands. Alright, if he plays a Ren in 7 right now. Yep. Alright. We're getting in a really bad spot where he's getting to make 4/4 tokens with trample, and we are... We're just trying to survive here. We even have Ranger class on the last ability, and we haven't gotten 1 creature from it yet. We've had 3 lands on top of our library and that Snakeskin Veil. Alright, so he puts the counter on the pack leader, but the Chariot's just much more dangerous right now. Block 6 and block here. Don't want to take 6 right now. Alright, from the opponent, 2 Asika's Chariots, 1 Old Growth Troll, 1 Mammoth, 3 fight spells. Got a mono green thinker on our hands. Alright. So let's get our troll out. Oh my. Another land, so we have a Faceless Haven that we can power up to block. Oh man, I don't even know what to do here. I send in a troll. It gets traded right now. And he has 3 to my 1 that I would lose. He'd have 2. I think we just have to pass. Oh man, I don't know what saves me here. You may play creatures from the top of your library. Well, sadly, in the last 5 cards, we've had 3 lands and 2 spells. He goes for another land. Alright. Not a lot to think about in mono green. You just go to combat. So you're going to power up these havens, or what are you going to do? So if we can kill this... do we just power up our own haven and... try and block? He gets to kill... I guess he would get to kill both of these. But if we block... we go 4, 6, 7. Let's just see what happens. If he's got another Inscription of Abundance, then it's just not our day. Alright. A lot of thinking going on the other side of the board. Alright. So we're slowly dealing with threats. Hopefully, if this Ranger's class can get us some creatures... Alright, so his Ranger's class is also at level 3, and he's gotten 1 creature. Nope, let's get our other troll. So I don't know if... oh my god. 6 cards. 6 cards on the top of our library have been... 4 have been lands. Alright. Opponent is thinking again. Thank you for allowing me to go to my main phase. So he's got 1. Could be a Snakeskin Veil. We just need to start brawling out these trolls. I mean, I think our best option is we could trade trolls. His troll will get a 1/1 from his Ranger's class, so might as well not waste this opportunity to get 6. Alright, so we're ahead on damage, so if we can actually start getting some benefits from the top of our library that aren't lands, we might be able to get back into this game. Our opponent gets another pack leader. So the only creatures that we've drawn a couple. We've drawn another chariot, a couple Briar Bridge trackers. So our opponent is... I remember at the start of this game when our board was insanely wide. Alright, so he doesn't attack. Oh my god. 7 cards, 5 being lands. Now, do we just power up Faceless Haven, get a 1/1 counter on our Faceless Haven, possibly kill 2 things? So he has a Haven to trade right now, but I mean, we just need to keep putting pressure on our thinking opponent over here. Alright, he powers up his Haven. So it looks like we're just going to trade lands here. Doesn't matter. So he's still got a wide board, much wider than I do. Alright, that's 2 creatures off the top of our library from our opponent and a second Rangers class. This game we might be done here. Opponent is very keen on taking his time and thinking about. There you go. You're in mono green. You just hit next step, go to combat. Alright, let's see what our next card is. What our 8th card on top will be. Ren and 7. Coming in a little too late. So in the top 8 cards of our library, our mono green deck had 0 creatures. 8 cards. Alright, well, let's just get back into it. See if we can get a victory again. I am suffering the streamer's curse right now as climbing to Diamond 2 with this deck. Perfectly fine. Start streaming for you guys, get totally screwed. So I'm not loving this hand. We have everything we want. If we would have had 1 more snow covered and 1 less Briarbridge tracker, I think it's a keep. Alright, this looks better. And I think so. We mulligan. We can go down to 6. Waiting for our opponent. But I think we ditch the brawl as our troll should just be big enough to try and block or get through damage on something. So we'll keep our sentinel for turn 1. Hopefully we get a turn 2, which can lead us into a solid turn 3. Sucks that we're ditching the Blizzard Brawl, but I just think we don't want to ditch a land and risk not playing the troll on turn 3. So keeping the 3 lands just gives us the troll when we want it. If our opponent. All right, 2 games today, and we are against the thinking mages of the day. So let's ditch the brawl, and we're on the play. So. Okay, our first try is it, and we get frostbitten. But turn 3, we'll get a troll. We can get another land. Go to turn 3, turn 4, turn 5, and we'll be all set. So, So I think I want to do troll just because if he has a dragon's fire, he can just do that without revealing a gold span. For this, he has to reveal a gold span. Yep. Huh. Wow. So we'll go here. Okay, 2 removal spells. Again, the Streamer's Curse. Alright, he doesn't get a blue. Alright, he's going to foretell. Alright, that puts us in a better spot. We can go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can block the gold span if he somehow gets it out next turn. Or... see, this is the spot that I don't want to be in. Well, I think we just go Ren in 7. It might be a little harder for him to deal with a Planeswalker and a creature. So let's go here. I mean, he could Frostbite or Dragon's Fire. They both hit Planeswalkers, so... Haven. Now, are we going to see what that Foretold card was? I'm assuming it's either going to be a Saw It Coming or an Alrund's Epiphany that he's going to try and get off with a Gold Span. Alright, so we get another land, and we just go right to Chariot. We're going to keep this up to block that Gold Span. Alright, he's going to go Expressive Iteration. Now, I like the spot that we're in now, so let's see what he's going to get off the top. So he didn't get he played a Haven, I think. Was that this turn, or is he going to play? So he gets a colorless land. Alright, good for us. That's really good for us. I think we're in a really good spot right here. So let's just see what happens. We get a Blizzard Brawl to deal with anything else. So we have 4 lands. This brings us down. So the only top end that we need is Ren in 7. We're going to be making a Tree Folk here. So let's just get our tracker down while we can. And we'll crew with our tracker. Let's go to combat. He's going to Dragon's Fire our Chariot. Kind of forgot about the Gold Span in his hand, but I mean, I guess I wouldn't really know if I... So I don't want to sacrifice to create the Troll, because it makes you sacrifice the land, and it will bring our Tree Folk down below the Dragon, so I want to keep it at a 5/5. Okay, he gets his Epiphany off. But if he plays his Dragon next turn with no protection, let's see what he does. I'm assuming Dragon's gonna come down. And he'll have 3 mana, so he will have enough to counter if we play... So I'm gonna assume he has another burn spell here to kill my Tree Folk, but I mean, Tree Folk for a Dragon seems pretty good. Just as I thought. So he's going to deal 2 damage. So now, our choice is we could sack here. We go down a land, but it's 4, so it still trades. Almost like that. And then we have... Yeah, there we go. We untap here. Do that. And let's just start dealing damage. So now, puts him on a 1-turn clock. Okay, so we didn't see another Epiphany, but he hasn't conceded yet, so I'm assuming that there's a plan. What kills us in this situation? Well, he's got 2 blockers, but I have a Trampler. Now, what I could do, so, okay, he's got his Havens to block. Let's see if he counters this, and then we can try and Blizzard Brawl the Troll. Alright, so he frostbites. So we're just wanting to put like maximum pressure on here. So we're gonna Blizzard Brawl one of these, gives him one less blocker and gives my Trampler indestructible. Okay. Let's just see what happens. In this game. Alright, that was a pretty quick one. Usually this deck struggles against Izzet, especially when it gets higher up in the turn count. Glad that we were able to survive his Gold Span Epiphany turn. That's usually when Izzet takes over the game, so that seemed fortunate. You know, usually the Izzet players will just go Gold Span, attack, cast their Epiphany, second Gold Span, attack, and if they're really lucky, they get another Epiphany. They just win the game there. So, all right, we have 4 lands, so we're going to be set up to cast our Chariot or our Red and 7. So we have a turn 1 to block and possibly set up more mana. And then we have 2 trolls. I'd like to, if we could change a troll for a pack leader, that would have been more on curve. Okay, so we get another Sentinel. Where are the pack leaders today? Alright, we get another Rangers class, and that would have been nicer a turn ago. We'll go here. He has the 2 mana, but again, we're just going to keep playing on curve here. So we had some stick. I'm assuming he has a kill spell. So he's going to Fading Hope. Alright, well, let's just keep pressuring. So he has 3. Let's try and get our old growth troll back out. He divides it. Alright. And we'll just do Ranger class as we get the free spell. This is tapped out. Alright, so I think we're sitting at a good spot. He's only got 1, so he could do another Fading Hope. But again, let's just keep going on curve and let's get a Chariot down. Okay, I like that too. We can buff up our Ranger class. Whoops. Go here. Here. And start swinging. So our next turn is going to look really good. Depends. So they're going to have 5 mana on their next turn, so they could Gold Span. And we have another Thinking Izzet Mage on our hands. Okay, we got a Prismari command that effectively takes down our Chariot. We get another land. We have our Trolls. I think we just play both trolls. Let's tap the one that we just made, and let's just get max pressure out. Alright, so we are just eating some Is It for breakfast this morning. And we got our daily win. So at the end of this video, we'll probably be able to open up a pack and see if can't get anything for a good prize. What I'm really looking for is some, how do you pronounce it? Layer, L-I-E-R, the mythic mono blue that gives everything in your graveyard flashback is proving really busted in Grixis Epiphany, Is It Epiphany, Azor's Control. So anything that you're just casting spells with, Layers doesn't make he makes spells uncounterable, but he is still just bonkers if you can get him out and you just have a bunch of control, board control like Fading Hope and Divide by Zero. You just control the game, and it's so hard to come back from that. So he might, that's mono green, another mono green, and he could buff up his ranger class and then try and force a trade here, which is not going to happen. So I'll go here, and it seems pretty bad, but let's just get his creature off, and we'll swing in self, so we're ahead on damage, we're ahead on creatures. Alright, he gets another ranger class, so he has a pretty good turn here. So let's just try and be ahead here with the troll. Just freeze? I think it did. Alright, hold up. You're gonna restart that. I apologize. I don't know what happens. Always on stream, my Magic Arena always freezes like that. Should just get us right back into that same game. I'm currently Jai Ballard as my avatar for some reason. Alright, so we get our troll down. Let's not attack. So he could buff up both of his ranger classes and either make his pack leader huge. Alright. So let's just go here and be ahead on mana. We'll trade that unless he... Alright, so he doesn't have anything to buff it up. Attach here. So he plays his troll. Alright, more of this land theme that we got going on here. So let's just do that, and we're going to pass the turn. We're just trying to get ahead on creatures, but his attacks with his ranger classes are just really, really, really good. So he's controlling us on creatures, but we can block like this and kill one of these. So ranger class of our own looks really good right now, and a chariot. Oh my gosh, we are just getting pounded by mono green today. And a troll, so he has no hand. I get another troll as well. So we are just, so he's just in a better spot. Obviously, he has a chariot and 2 leveled up ranger classes. I am just playing creatures to stay alive. So let's see what happens. He makes troll token. He's got to be careful because I'm gonna kill the chariot. Alright, guess I'm not killing the chariot. So, resolve his pack tactics. He gets to put counters on. We are just trying to survive here. Holy cow. Pressure from mono green. Pressure from mono green is intense. Alright, let's just keep enchanting lands, I guess. Let's see what we get. Another troll. So we've had all 4 of our trolls and what is this? 2 trackers. Okay, finally we get something that we're at 12 life. I don't even know if this puts us ahead in any way. So we just have to pass. Ugh. Powers up a Haven, so he's just gonna try and swing for the kill shot right here. Can he do it? He spreads on his tramplers. So he goes 1 for the chariot, so that way I can't just kill it outright, which is smart. So he makes a copy. This might just be game here. So we have 8, 12, 16. Alright, so if I don't block any of the tramplers, I block these 2. It gives 10 damage off. So that just leaves the 12. That kills me. So 1, 2, so I just have to block with everything here. So trade here. Doesn't matter. So we'll block with the troll so that way we don't take 1 damage. So actually, let's get one of his tokens out. And let's cross our fingers. Hopefully this Renin 7 will save us. And I get to attach my 4th troll. Let's pop this clue and see what we get. Wizard Brawl. Doesn't save us. Hey, there's a ranger class. Get a tree folk out here. Cast ranger's class. So what do we need to kill? Kill. Oh, I don't know. Kill a token. I mean, we're still dead, right? We could block 2. The chariot comes in as a 6. We're still dead. No point in making you sit through this. Alright, we're going to try and get 1 more game under the belt. We'll be at 1 hour, and we'll see if we can end on a victory or if we lose. have. We will buy our pack from our daily reward. See if we get anything. Okay, so we start off in a pretty good spot. We don't have a turn 1, but we do get the Blizzard Brawl. Alright, we're against Mono White. First time of the day for Mono White. Go here, get our Wolf. So the next turn, do we go Brawl or Tracker? Alright, so we should... No, let's do no blocks. Get that. And we go, let's Brawl here. And attack in with this. Oh, we could have leveled up. Oops, that's my bad. Shoot. Could have had another damage and a 1/1 counter. Misplay. So Spellbinder, buy Ren and 7, have fun in exile. Oh, that sucks. I could have had. Even in defeat, we grow. Could have had an extra counter on this, so we get another class. Play the tracker. Make the thing. Go to combat. Put a counter on. So he knows that I have the snakeskin veil. So let's see if he will try and... Alright, so he doesn't. I'm good with being ahead on damage. I'm ahead on damage. I have bigger creatures, and now I have protection if he tries to destroy something. So he goes Monk. And he tries to Chimera takedown, even though he knows I had the snakeskin veil in my hand. Classy Mono White. And now I'm set up. So we could do Chariot to try and just get rolling. For our, yeah, let's set up for our next turn. We're not worried now. So we'll get those. We'll go here so he can't kill my tracker. And he just lets damage go through. This might be a pretty quick game. Alright, so Adelaide. Probably going to go combat with the Spellbinder again. Yep, alright, that's game. I think he realized what was going to happen next turn, so... Alright, we got two wins in Diamond 2, and we are on our way to Mythic. Alright, so we are hitting our 1 hour mark. Let's go ahead and let's head to the store. Let's check the packs. Alright, Mythic. Trying to get the Mythic. We are nowhere near hitting our next wild card, so let's see what we got. 22 decks using this card, as being told by me by untap.gg. And alright, Shipwreck Marsh, one of the new lands. Not terrible. Not terrible. Let's go ahead and look at our mono green deck that we were playing today. And these decks will be in my Discord. I will post the untap.gg links to my Discord. So if you want to follow my Discord, go ahead and go to my Twitch link, and the Discord link's in the bio. As a Reigns domain, you'll be able to check all my stream stats, my YouTube uploads, and just follow me generally. Give me decks to play, do card breakdowns, and just communicate together and really build a community around Magic standards. So anyway, here's the deck that we're looking at. The only thing that I think I would change from the deck, some of the other decks in the format, the mono green decks, they actually run 26 lands. So they would cut out the snakeskin veils, put in 2 more lands, and they might cut a couple of Blizzard Brawls. I know that a lot of the top tier mono green decks, you're going to obviously find your 4 Ren and 7s, your 4 Chariots, 4 Growth Trolls, 4 Pack Leaders, 4 Ranger class. The Outland Liberator and the Snakeskin Veils were a bit iffy, but you're going to, a lot of people have been running 4 trackers. So it's just a lot of solid 4 copies of a lot of stuff. So your Ren and Sevens, which are broken, your Seekist Chariots, which run the format, your Old Growth Trolls, which ramp you, give you tokens. They have trample. They're 4/4s. They come down on turn 3. They're amazing. The tracker is newer. It doesn't seem to be as good as the troll, but I think it hits another bit of utility that the troll doesn't. So the tracker's 3 mana at a 2/3, but comes in with a token that makes it a 4/3. It has vigilance instead of trample. So if you start buffing it up with your ranger classes, you can just start attacking it in without tapping it, so you have a blocker and a solid attacker. Then if the tracker dies, you don't need it anymore. You get card draw, which is super important in mono green. It's really nice to have that utility, so you kind of get 2 sides of just straight damage and tokens that combos with your chariot, or you get cards if you're low. Rangers class, Wolfpack Leader have been in the meta for a while. There's not really much to say about those. They're just really great 2-drops. It doesn't really matter which one you get first or at all in your hand, but if you just have one of these, you're really set. The Ranger class just puts you far ahead with buffing up your tramplers and letting you play creatures from the top. Jaspier Sentinel, just a good turn 1. Excuse me. Jaspier Sentinel, just a good turn 1 that's going to ramp you into turn 4 or turn 5 even sooner. Not much to say about mono green, but it is still super good in the meta, comboing with mono white for the top spot in the meta. So hopefully we're able to reach Mythic, and hopefully we're able to do that on stream. But I'm going to continue playing off stream, and if you would like to tune in for the next one, give me some deck ideas that you would like to see played with. Maybe not all the Mythics, maybe not all the rares, but I just want to show you that it is possible to still rank up in the meta without all of those things. So again, head to my Twitch link, the Discord link's in the bio, and if you'd like to check me out on YouTube at Azarain as well. Thanks for watching.